Friday. I am filming a vlog for you today. I'm wearing a Star Wars t-shirt in case you could not tell. We went and saw Star Wars last night and we didn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning, but it was completely worth it. It was amazing. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about it because no spoilers. But I'm filming today to tell you what is in my project bags. So I thought it would be really fun to open up each one and tell you where they came from and what project is inside. And if it's really loud, I apologize for the background noise. I'm actually outside right now because the light is gorgeous and it's beautiful outside. It's like 70 degrees, the sun is shining, and I just don't want to be in the house right now. I've been in the house for months studying, so I don't want to go inside. So I came and I pulled all the yarn outside with me. So the first project bag I have to show you is this giant cat bag. It's got all these cats on it and so many pockets. And it is packed full of yarn for two projects. They're both the same. The bag was made for me by my very best friend in the world, Caitlin. Hi Caitlin, if you're watching. She made this for me and several years ago, and I adore it. And it's huge. As you can see, it's holding like 17 balls of yarn. What I am making with this yarn is a poncho by Simone Francis, and this is what it looks like. So I'm making one kind of similar to the colors in that photo with fringe, and then I will be making another one in these purple and wine color right here. This will be like a color block poncho, and then all of this yarn over here is what will be the other poncho. So both of these are commissions, and I am really excited to get started on them. I just got the yarn for this today. So that's what's in my biggest project bag. The second biggest project bag was also made for me by Caitlin. I got it for Christmas last year. It's this giant bucket bag, and it also has 1,000,000 pockets. She is like the most wonderful seamstress in the world. And it's pink and yellow on the inside. And inside this project bag, I have a whole load of this Knit Picks yarn in this beautiful burgundy color. It's still in its package because I haven't even really started this project. What I am going to be making is a pattern out of this book, the Top-Down Crochet Sweaters, which is by Dora Orenstein. I will be making the Magda cardigan. Without those little ties, because I don't like those at all. But it's basically a cabled cardigan. Let's see if I can find a better picture. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's the cardigan I will be making with the Knit Picks yarn. I can't get the book back in. And I have 6 balls of this Knit Picks yarn in the colorway Wine, and I'm very excited. So that one I have swatched for, but it has not been started yet. Next up is, I showed this on Instagram a couple days ago, this beautiful project bag that was made and gifted to me by my lovely friend Amy, who is Creatively Amy on Instagram. And it comes with this little, cute little marker. I open the zipper. And in this bag is some more Knit Picks yarn. This is Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer in Peacock, which you guys can see, it's so sparkly. This is 70% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina. I got this on sale because they discontinued the Stroll yarn, which is crazy. This is going to be the Lila Berry shawl by Kristen Omdahl, and this is how much I have so far. A very tiny amount. So this yarn has been sitting in this project bag for a while, waiting for me to get started on it, so I'm really excited to finally get started on that. Next up is this most gorgeous canvas drawstring bag that was made for me by the lovely Rebecca, who is Tree Frog Yarn on Instagram. And she is also a moderator in the Cozy Cottage Crochet Ravelry group. And in this bag is some beautiful 100% bamboo Fingering Weight yarn by Kristen Omdahl. This was gifted to me by my lovely friend Barb. Hi Barb! I had started a project with this and then I ripped it back because I just didn't like how the project itself was working up, because this bamboo yarn is not stretchy at all, and the project I was trying to make it work for it needed to have some ease in it. So I am searching still for the perfect pattern to use this with, but it's in a project bag so that the moment I find it, I can start working on it right away. So, and plus I think it matches so well. Like the flowers and the pink yarn, it's perfect. Next is this fantastic Halloween project bag, which was made for me by my same lovely yarny friend Barb. It's got an owl and spiders, and on this side it has a cat, which is fantastic. And on the inside it's like this white polka dot. So what I have in here is this was originally going to be my Hufflepuff scarf, which I was going to knit. This black yarn did not want to cooperate. I had to hand wind it because it was so tangly. It's I have 2 skeins of the yellow and 1 of the black. So the yellow is buckthorn. The black one did not come with a ball band, but it is Harvest 100% superwash merino, and it's a worsted weight. I was going to knit it. I have like a knitting guide in here because, as you know, Hufflepuff scarves are knitted. However, recently I've been thinking of something else to do with this yarn entirely, so I had started it and then I ripped it back because I'm thinking I may do something else. It still will probably be Hufflepuff and Harry Potter related, but instead of making a straight scarf, I may make a shawl out of it because I have 3 skeins and I think that's plenty to make a shawl. So that's what's in that one. Next is a plaid bag. Whoops, sorry. Next is a giant plaid bag that I got at Target. It's not lined and it only has 2 balls of yarn in it. This is the yarn Lion Brand Shawl in a Ball, which is 100% acrylic. That's not true at all. It's 58% cotton and 39% acrylic. And 3% other fiber. I don't know why I thought it was 100% acrylic. But you get 481 yards, and look at that color. This is the yarn that I have set aside along with 1 leftover Brava Sport yarn from my bookworm cardigan to make the Hooked Dragon shawl by Addie Day Designs, Deanne. And I have not started it yet, obviously, but it's in a bag waiting for me, and I haven't even printed the pattern out. But these are the 2 that I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling because the pattern calls for fingering weight yarn, and these are both a lot. This says it's a worsted weight, but that's pretty thin to me, so I think it'll go well with the knit picks. Once I have that pattern printed, I'm just going to have to make less repeats, I think, less sections, so that I can actually... otherwise I'm going to run out of yarn, and even if I didn't run out of yarn, it would be gigantic. So I'm going to cut out some of the sections, but this is what I'm going to use. Next up is my little Popsicle and ice cream sock bag, which is by Slipped Stitch Studios, which was gifted to me by the most lovely Claudia of the Crochet Luna podcast. And on here is a donut pin that says "Donut Give Up" that was gifted to me on one of my Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted Kalisha, who is Nadir Tani. She has the Quirky Monday Craft Cast on YouTube. And inside of here is the yarn that she gifted me as well. And this adorable stitch marker, which is a llama corn, which is like a unicorn, but a llama. That also came from Claudia. So I'm waiting to cast these on. This is Deborah Norville Serenity, which is 50% merino, 25% rayon, 25% nylon in the colorway Surf. And the pattern that is in here is the Sockmatician's Toe Up sock pattern. This is what the socks look like. The sockmatician is Nathan Taylor. He is the sockmatician on Ravelry and on YouTube, and I have watched his podcast for a very long time. So when the Rose City roller did not work out, then I immediately went and got his pattern because it's toe up, which means I can try it on as I go. And then I will be starting these hopefully sometime soon. And then the very last two. Yes, I know. You think that I met my goal in 2017 of getting some project bags? The last two project bags go together because this beautiful butterfly project bag was made for me by Claudia of the Crochet Luna podcast, and I simply adore it. And inside is some knit picks, 70% merino, 30% silk, gloss fingering in hawk, which is a gray, and oh, that's still hawk. Those are two, they're 50 gram skeins, so they got skeined up separately. And then this beautiful green, which was gifted to me by Alexandria, and it is Indigo Dragonfly yarn in the colorway Big Ben, the British Peanut, which I have no idea what that means, but it makes me laugh so much. And it's 63% merino, 20% cashmere, 17% silk. It is going to be a shawl. Oh no. You guys, this is really hard to do with one hand. I should have set up my little tripod. That would have made more sense. And the reason it goes with this is because I'm making two shawls out of the same book. One in each project bag. Now this project bag was made by Caroline, who is the Inspired Professor on Instagram, and Crochet Cakes. Clarizabeth, who is Crochet Cakes, her and her mom do the Crochet Cakes podcast, and look, they go together even more because on this I have my Yarn Loving Crochet Sisters pen that Claudia sent me. And I just want to carry these two bags around with me everywhere all the time. This pink one, like, you guys, it's so cute. And it has this little bird inside, bird pocket. So both of these shawls are from the Shawl Project book, which is Joanne Scrace and Kat Golden of the Crochet Project. So the butterfly bag shawl is going to be this one. So the green is going to be that lovely lace pattern, and then the gray is going to be the gray part. So that's what's going to be in this butterfly bag. And then in the pink bag is this shawl, which I cannot get the page to turn, which is Even Cowgirls Get the Blues by Kat Golden. So the gray part is going to be hot pink, and then that gradient is going to be a speckly yarn, which, let me show you what's in here. You will have seen this yarn already if you watched my yarn winding party. This is the pink yarn. It is very hot pink. And this is how much I have done so far. It's the only thing I have crocheted on this week because of school. So I've just started on the textured section. I'm about halfway through. And then this most amazing yarn I think I've ever seen is going to be the lace portion of that shawl. And let me just get the tags out. So the speckly yarn is Plymouth Yarn Company, 90% merino, 10% nylon in the colorway Lipstick. Its Happy Feet Splash is the base, maybe? Who knows? And it's 384 yards for 100 grams. And then of course the pink is La Jolla yarn. And 100% superwash merino, colorway Pink Tourmaline. So I started on that. I haven't started on the second one yet in the butterfly bag, but I have a ton of projects to start, you guys. Look at all of this. It's amazing. And I also am going to be starting another elephant pillow fairly soon. That's going to be gray. I don't have the yarn for that yet. But as soon as I get the yarn for that, that is going to be in a project bag. And I'm just super, super excited to finally have some more time now that school is over to play with yarn. So I totally just mentioned and then didn't say anything else about it that I am officially done with school. Like 100% done, over, finished. No more assignments, no more papers, no more studying, none of it. It's all done. Everything is submitted. Now I'm just basically going to panic until my grades are submitted, which should be in the next week or so, so I won't have to wait too long. I already know that I got an A in one class, so I'm just waiting on the grades for 2 more. And I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I'm so excited, but I wasn't, like, when I finished, I submitted my last paper, I had a little bit of a meltdown, which is kind of ridiculous, but I have been saying since September to myself every day, you just need to make it until December, and I made it. I made it, you guys. So it was kind of overwhelming to wake up in the morning and not say that to myself because it's over. Like, everything's finished. So now I've got to do some Christmas shopping because I'm like way behind on that. I went to the mall today. I only managed to get 1 present, but that's 1. I've got a few more that I need to take care of because Christmas is in like a week and a half, which is crazy. And I need to clean the house because my husband's been cleaning since September, doing things that I would normally do, but of course he works full-time as well, and he's been traveling, and it's just been crazy. So we need to do some cleaning. I need to start cooking food again and going to the gym instead of coming home, studying all night, getting some crochet time, and going to sleep. But it's about 2 p.m. right now on Friday, and I'm gonna go ahead and edit this and get it uploaded so you guys can see it, because rest assured, for the rest of the day, I will be staying inside. I think I'm gonna paint my toenails, and then I'm going to take a nap because we stayed up all night watching Star Wars. And then I'm just gonna play with yarn all afternoon, which sounds like a perfect Friday afternoon to me. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and bye!